Progress systems, and all of its approach parameters are reported to be normal. The Progress slowly making its way to a point of station keeping that should get underway about 3 minutes from now. The Progress just 230 meters away from the International Space Station. At the time of contact and capture, the Progress will be moving at a very, very slow rate of about 1/10 of a meter per second.
Seeing solar rays of the service module. Our antenna is in the center of the VKO. Copy. We're switching to antenna on the other antenna of the solar rays. Copy.
This is a period of extremely high activity for the Russian space program, not only the launch and today's docking of the Progress 45 well underway, but preparations are ongoing at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan for the launch of the next crew to the International Space Station. NASA's Dan Burbank, Soyuz commander Anton Shkaplerov, and flight engineer Anatoly Ivanishin flew to the Baikonur Cosmodrome from their training base at Star City outside of Moscow on Monday. They climbed into their Sokol launch and entry suits yesterday and climbed aboard their Soyuz TMA-22 spacecraft in the integration facility at Baikonur for what is known as the suited fit check, essentially equivalent to what astronauts used to conduct down at the Kennedy Space Center for a terminal countdown demonstration test, basically a dress rehearsal, familiarizing themselves with their Soyuz spacecraft systems as they prepare for their launch on the night of November 13th U.S. time at 10:14 p.m. Central Time, which will be 10:14 a.m. Baikonur time on Monday morning, November 14th. Burbank, Shkaplerov, and Ivanishin will dock to the International Space Station on the night of November 15th U.S. time, November 16th Moscow time, and will join Fossum, Volkov, and Furukawa for an expedited 5-day handover before that trio, the Expedition 29 crew, departs the International Space Station on the night of November 21st for a landing just before sunrise on the steppe of Kazakhstan in their Soyuz TMA-02M spacecraft. Burbank, Shkaplerov, and Ivanishin then will be joined right before Christmas by the remainder of their Expedition 30 crew, NASA's Don Pettit, Soyuz commander Oleg Kononenko, and Andrei Kuipers of the European Space Agency.
190 meters.
We're standing by for the initiation of station keeping as the Progress 45 moves to a point just under 200 meters away from the Pirs docking compartment. Everything moving very well.
Left and up from the
International Space Station and the Progress currently flying over Tunisia.
Sergey, is the video good, or do you need more AGC mode? This video quality is excellent. I see the docking port, and I see the target. Everything is clear. Okay, copy. That's good. So far, no AGC is required. Copy. GC your vehicle? Yes, we do. It is 4 squares below the VKO center. It's where it's supposed to be. Copy. The video is meeting the expectations, so everything is fine. Okay, copy. We're operating for page 23 of the IDF procedure. Yes, we're on page 23 of the IDF procedure, completing the fly round.
This is an automated approach by the Progress 45 as we stand by for the initiation of station keeping. That will place the Progress about 170 meters directly behind the Pirs docking compartment. This station-keeping period, soon to be initiated, will last about 5 minutes, providing Russian flight controllers an opportunity to evaluate the data and the alignment of the forward docking probe on the Progress with the Piers docking compartment itself.
Docking port is at the center and 1 square below the center of VACAO. Copy. Lighting conditions are good. I see everything clearly. The docking port, the target, everything. Solar arrays, we can see them as well. Range for course data 190 meters. 190. Sergey, you need to currently switch to VHF1 for page 19, where you have the attention section. Read about VHF1 use. Okay, copy. The difference is between COM. Okay, I am going to activate COM 1 and 2 and on COM panel 3. I'm going to release channel 1. Okay. Only on COM panel 2, Sergey.
The Progress 45 is station-keeping right now as it and the International Space Station fly some 248 miles above southern Europe, moving from southwest to northeast, soon to initiate the final approach for docking.
Shift 1, how copy? We read you loud and clear. I also read you well. Copy. We are waiting for the approach flag. Approach flag is on the Progress.
And the visiting vehicle officer here in Mission Control reports that the Progress's computers have initiated a final approach for docking on schedule.
So range rate increasing. I visually see approach occurring. Target of the docking port is half a square to the right from the VACAO center. Range rate is 0.8 meters per second. Range for course data is 170 meters. Copy. We're continuing to monitor the automatic approach. Copy.
As the Progress moves closer and closer, the engineering cross-haired view from the external camera on the Progress will wind up showing the docking target come into the center of the crosshairs. That alignment, again, the result of the Corps' automated rendezvous system, basically bouncing radio signals back and forth between the Progress and the Zvezda service module's Corps' system to update navigational data, the range from between the two vehicles and the rate of approach by the Progress. You see in the lower left-hand corner, the Progress just 126, now 125 meters away, closing at a rate of 0.6 of a meter per second.
Range is 120 meters per course data. Range rate is 0.65 meters per second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, complete range of measurements available. Visually, I assess everything is nominal. The docking target is up and to the left, half a square to the left. Range rate 0.5 meters per second. The
progress now inside 100 meters to docking.
Center. I clearly see the docking port.
The Piers docking compartment became available with the undocking of the previous Progress craft at the station, the Progress 42, that undocked back on Saturday and was deorbited to a destructive reentry over the Pacific Ocean. The Piers docking compartment is the module delivered in September 2001 that linked up automatically to the Russian segment of the International Space Station, and which for the past decade has served two purposes, both as a docking port for arriving Russian vehicles and as an airlock from which Russian spacewalks have been staged.
For a second, I can see crosshairs. Crosshairs match. The docking target is to the left by one square of the Vakau Center, and it's up above the Vakau Center. Copy.
Progress now is 65 meters away, closing at a rate of 0.3 of a meter per second. The Progress and the space station traveling over southern Russia.
Range is 60 for course data, and the range rate is 0.65. The target is in the center of Vakau. Copy. Crosshairs or overlapping. Copy. We're continuing to monitor automatic approach.
53 meters separating the two vehicles, about 6 minutes away from docking. Progress's approach now slowed to about 0.1 of a meter per second.
We see crosshairs, but we can see the target poorly. The target is one square above Vakau and positioned in the same direction. Test. X-axis test completed. Range rate is 0.18 meters per second. Range is 40 meters for course data. We see readiness antenna AOVK speaking simultaneously. Sergey, what do you think about the quality of the video?
40 meters away from docking, the Progress's Core's automated rendezvous antenna has been retracted as planned.
Right.
Everything continuing to go very smoothly. Docking less than 5 minutes away, range 36 meters.
Okay, PPS initial. Go ahead and execute. We have all four LEDs on. Okay, then operation and then AGC mode on. Copy. I can see the target clearly. The crosshairs are aligned. Turn off operation command. We see all four LEDs no longer illuminated. I'm seeing the target in the center of the code. The crosshairs are aligned. Range is 30 meters. Range rate is 0.13 meters per second.
The Progress's docking mechanism has been powered up as planned. Range now just 30 meters.
Target is in the center of Vakau. We see it. CC Mass Constructions inaudible. Yes, copy. Range is about 30 meters. Copy. Range rate is nominal. Copy.
At the top of your screen is the Piers docking compartment itself. Just below it, the diamond-shaped docking target. The Progress is aligning its forward docking probe with that docking target as planned.
Meters. Copy. We're continuing to monitor automatic approach. We see the target. Crosshairs are aligned. Copy. It is 1 square off to the center in relation to the VKO. Copy.
Progress in the International Space Station, currently flying almost directly over the capital of Kazakhstan, Astana.
Range is about 20 meters. Range rate is 0.12. We see the target. Crosshairs aligned. The target is half a square to the left and half a square above VKO. Copy. Instruction. Yes. We are now switching to IR base. We might need to activate AGC again. Okay, then bring up AGC. I'm activating BPS into initial mode. Activating operation. C4 LEDs, activating AGC mode. I got it. We're continuing the approach monitoring. Turn off the operation command. Okay, let me come put AGC. Okay, I confirm. I'm deactivating operation. 10 meters.
Progress now inside 10 meters to docking.
Is half a square to the left and up from the VKO center. There is slight roll. Okay, we copy. We continue approach. Range rate is nominal. Range is about 7 meters. Copy. We're continuing to monitor. Target is in the center of the VKO. Crosshairs are aligned. We're still seeing slight roll within about half a degree. Copy. Range is
approaching the 5-meter mark, closing at a rate of 1/10 of a meter per second. Flight controllers on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean standing by for contact and capture.
Range rate is nominal. The target is basically in the center of VKO. Range rate is nominal. Copy. There is slight roll. Target is virtually in the center. We're expecting capture. Range rate is nominal. Crosshairs are aligned. Capture, we have indicator mode. We have mechanical.
Docking confirmed at 6:41 a.m. Central Time over northern China, just to the east of China's border with Russia. On the 11th anniversary of the arrival of the first residents of the International Space Station, supplies have arrived to fortify the station for the Expedition 29 crew and beyond.
On your go, I am ready to operate for page 27, item 4.5 toward deactivation. Copy. Wait for MCC go on MCC for MCC.
The visiting vehicle officer reports that the Progress's docking probe is beginning to retract. That will bring the two docking interfaces flush against one another for the initiation of hooks and latches.
Moscow are inaudible. We copy. On your go, we will be performing operations. Can we switch to space to ground 1, or should we continue operating on VHF? At 45 minutes, we're expecting to transition to another comm mode. Then a clarification on comm panel 3. Should we restore the initial comm configuration? As
the post-docking procedures are being executed on board the International Space Station following the link-up of the Progress 45 resupply ship, this view from a balcony camera overlooking the International Space Station Flight Control Room at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov outside Moscow.
At 45 minutes.
Again, the docking occurred at 6:41 a.m. Central Time, 7:41 a.m. Eastern Time, 248 miles over northern China, just east of the border between China and Russia. You're looking now at the current configuration of the space station. Progress 45 docked to the Pirs docking compartment, and the return vehicle for the current residents of the International Space Station, the Soyuz TMA-02M spacecraft that is docked to the
I didn't copy, Andre.
Space-facing port of the Zvezda service module, the Poisk module. It is docked to the Rosviet module on the Earth-facing port of the Zarya module, the O2M. That is the ride home for Mike Fossum, Sergei Volkov, and Satoshi Furukawa on the evening of November 21st, U.S. time, for a landing just before sunrise, November 22nd, on the steppe of Kazakhstan. So we'll be standing by now for the initiation of the hookup of the hooks and latches to form a hard mate between the two vehicles. That will then begin about a 3-hour process of leak checks by Volkov, Furukawa, and Fossum on the station side of the docking interface to ensure that we have an airtight seal between the two craft prior to the opening of the hatch between Pirs and Progress, scheduled about 9:40 a.m. Central Time.